Welcome back to Yaadhum, Oore. Um, Today we're making Appam batter, and for this recipe you need a cup and a half of raw rice, a half a cup of shredded coconut, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. With this batter you could make about 10 to 12 Appams. A cup and a half of raw rice and rinse it and let it soak for 3 to 4 hours. Rinse it and let it soak for 3 to 4 hours. And drain the water out. Drain the water out. To drain the water, we use a palm leaf box, but you could use whatever method you prefer to drain the rice. So get a mixer or a coffee blender to make the rice into a powder. After you mix it, use a fine swifter to separate the powder. And keep reblending until the rice is very fine. After, before almost finishing, get a quarter cup of the powder that is still coarse and put it separately. Pour the rest of the powder into a separate bowl. Boil 1.5 cups of water. While making the kanji, you could make the coconut milk. Either use half a cup of store-bought coconut milk, or to make it, get half a cup of shredded coconut and blend it with half a cup of water for just 1 minute and drain it to make coconut milk.
Yeah.
Boil 1.5 cups of water and pour in the quarter cup of the coarse powder to make a kanji or porridge. The whole process usually takes 5 minutes. Make sure the kanji is a thick consistency. After the kanji has cooled, pour it in with the grained rice and mix it while slowly adding the coconut milk. Leave it to ferment for 12 to 18 hours depending on the climate outside. For an instant solution, preheat an oven to 200 degrees and turn it off before you put the batter in and leave it in there for 4 hours. After fermentation, the batter should be foamy and should smell like yogurt. Add half a teaspoon of salt and a quarter teaspoon of baking soda and mix it in. The batter should be watery, and to make it more of the watery consistency, add water or
Coconut water.
Coconut water. Okay, we just added water. You see me? I remember it.
Okay.
Use a non-stick pan or a pan and pour oil on it to make it more crispy. Use the oil with the normal pan and put your hands over it to check the temperature. Pour in the batter and swivel it around for the edges.
1.5 cup batter.
Pour 1.5 cup of the batter and swivel it around for the crispy edge. Put a lid on top of it.
இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் வேகணும்.
Okay.
After it's cooked, set it aside. You could add sugar to it, which a lot of kids prefer. Or you could also eat it with spice, curry. It depends on what you want.
Coconut milk.
It also tastes good with the coconut milk. It also tastes good with the coconut milk if you add sugar in it. If you put in the sugar while it's still hot, it melts in with the appam. This is a plain appam, and it usually tastes good with spicy curry, eggs, whatever you want. Egg curry.
Fish curry.
Fish curry, egg curry.
Chicken curry.
For another variety, you could make the appam and then crack an egg in it.
இதுக்கு கொஞ்சம் மாவு குறைச்சு ஊற்றணும்.
Make sure to pour a little less batter than the last one. Now you could either cook it like this, or you could also flip it to cook the other side. It's your preference. And that's how you make appam.
சரி